Alright, hello and welcome back to Stationeers. Holy power loss. Sorry for the last one with the cut out of nowhere. The entire country was out of power. Not much I could do. Anyways, so I was watching the video just to see where did I lost the last save. So it was right here when I was doing a test with the active event. So I didn't really lost anything. I did a test. What the heck? Oh, so I test with the active event and then I moved out to do some to do the coding on the devices. So I code most of the device just to speed it up. I left like 3-4 left just to do it on camera just to show how I'm doing. And also I found some problems that I fixed, and I'm starting working on a different project. Very small, but just I needed one that I should have done like way before. So the plants here are growing fine. I have enough tomatoes. I think I'm going to wait for the next batch here, and I'm gonna switch for another plant. Maybe strawberry or corn or whatever. Sugarcane? What? Sugarcane. Sugarcane, yeah, I have a bunch. I'll avoid it. Also, don't put watermelon inside your automated oven. Just like the seeds, you're just gonna avoid it. I don't know if you shouldn't accept it or should just eject it, but for now, just avoid stuff. And there's still the bug where the output still an input, and then you can't see the items there. So be aware of that. Anyways, going back to the business. Oh, I have this waste tank here that is quite full. Oh, yeah. Now I remember why I was down here. Yeah, I was not down here because that was my last place before the crash. Not the crash, the power. I was here because I left here. Yeah. I was going to start exactly with the coding. So it might not make too much sense now. It shouldn't be big code, so it should be a small code. But outside I made a little tower. With a beacon and some lights. They're gonna use this as a warning and as a reference point, basically. So it might not make too much sense now, but as soon as you see the tower, you're gonna understand. So I want it to be. So I have the beacon. The beacon, I think I can do by devices, right? So alias beacon 0. I have the power, not the power. I have the. Jesus, I forgot the name. The storm warning. And then I have a bunch of lights. So the lights obviously are gonna have to do with patch names. So define. So light hash. So the light I'm using this one here because the others don't have color. I was first using this long wide, but then you can change the color with code, so I have to choose for the change for the LED because LED you have color. Yeah. So the light will be this one. And then define. I don't know how I'm gonna do this. I think I'd name it like it for numbers. Yeah. Which would be, I don't know, light 1 hash of light 1. And so I have 3 now. I could add more, right? So in a grid you can have like 3 lights. So I have 1 in the middle, so I have 3 frames. I could at most have like 3 per frame, which will be 369. So if I want to add all the lights, it will be like 2 actually, because it's there right in the middle. Right, so let's just leave the space if I want to add more lights. Not that I really gonna add the lights right now, but later if I want to. So there will be 2, then the 3, 4, this one will be 5, then 6, 7, this one will be 8. Or I could just call this like 1, 2, and 3. That was my original idea, but now that I'm thinking about it, so if I want to add more lights, I'm just gonna leave the name and the space already. So what I want to do here is, when it is that there is no storm, I should be alternating in green here, like this one is green, then this one is green, and this one is green. When there is a storm coming, then it changes to yellow. I don't know if yellow will be visible in Venus Atmo. I'll need to see that. If it's not visible, then I change to something else. So change to yellow and stays as the same pattern. No, like a shift pattern for like 1 minute before the storm, and then 1 minute before the storm is keep flashing red, and then during the storm is just red. Yeah, I think that will be an interesting thing. So what I need to do is I need to count. So I need to do a counter on the how you call it, just to alternate the lights, right? That will be my, like my clock or whatever. And then I need a mode. I don't really need a mode. I just need the counter, right? The mode depends on the time of the storm. Yeah. So in that case, I'm gonna use the dB as a counter, and then I just make the logic checks for the mode. Okay. So alias counter R15, remove counter 0. Don't really need that, but just to have it. So loading to counter, yeah, from dB setting, and add counter 1, save to dB setting. So here I'm adding first, which means if I go above it, so for now I just have 3 counters, right? So find max count 3. I need to reset it, right? So I just want to keep this as 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. I start with 0, I add, see, this is 1. So jump if it's greater than branch greater than counter is greater than the max counter, so I'm 4 now. So just go to reset, which I don't have yet, and then reset. We'll just say save dB setting is 0 and jump to start. Now I can just save gear and then continue normally. Yes, that should keep counting. So now that I have the counter, I will need to do the light sequence. Yes, but the light sequence will depend on the storm counter. So let's just call this light counter. Whoops. And then they should have plenty of space available on this one. Should be quite small. Storm counter 14. So I'm gonna load into storm counter from my storm receiver. the setting. So if you remember correctly, my storm transmitter is just transmit the storm, the next storm event timing until it's above 10. When it's on 10, it then only transmits 1, which means it is storm already. So it will say it's a storm 10 seconds before it's actually storm, which is perfect fine. Like it give you like the last 10 seconds they go inside or something. So I would then just branch based on the counter. Yeah, so I would see branch greater than storm counter. If it's greater than 10, means I have time before the actual storm. So, but then I want another. No. Yeah, okay, so before storm, so during storm incoming. Yeah, let's just keep simple. Do I need the AL? Well, I'm gonna keep the AL here just if I have to add more stuff later. Probably not, but for now, doesn't hurt. So when the storm counter is equal to 1, so it's branch if it's greater equal to 1, then it's during the storm, and then branch equal to 0, storm counter clear. No storm. Okay. Doesn't really need the last one, right? This is the last condition, but again, if I want to add more code later, this will be helpful. Well, we have equal to 0. You don't need the last 0. Yes. So now I should only need this, right? So storm incoming, jump to our A, during storm, jump to our A, and then no storm, jump to our A. Now the lights, so let's start with the clear weather, right? So the lights I want to go like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, but for now I only have 2, 5, and 8. So, and the light that will be on is the light that will be that's the counter is. That will basically it. Yep. I could make this more generic so I don't have to change anything in the future, right? So I could have like a start counter. No, let's not do that. I'm gonna just complicate this stuff. Let's just consider this 1, 2, 3. That's it. I'm gonna have to change the code to add more lights anyway. Let's leave the colors here, right? So save batch into the light color, light hash color, and then color dot green, I guess. So here that will be yellow, and then here that will be red. Then I will do save into R0 if it's equal to light counter is equal to 1, and then save batch name to the light hash, and then the light 2, which is the first, then on R0. Yes. And then I just repeat this. I'm not gonna push stuff to the stack just to do this. It's quite small. Five. And there already 7. 8. 2. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, 8. Oh, it's 3. Never mind. Yeah. Okay, so they should alternate the lights for no storm. So during the storm, I want a different pattern, which will be like sides and the middle, sides and middle, sides and middle. So that would be the same on the beginning. If it's equal to 1 or if it's equal to 3. So we need save equals R1 light counter 3, and then we'll do an OR into R0 from R0 and R1, and that will be R0 on light 2 and lights 8, and then the light in the middle will be the invert of it. So in that case, that will just be save equal to 0 R0 R0. So save equal to 0 is how we invert the number, right? So if 0 is equal to 0, it's going to become 1, and then obviously the next loop 1 is not equal to 0, so it's going to become 0 again. Then I save into the light in the middle. So this should be enough for this pattern here. And then during the storm will be just a solid on all 3. Don't know if I keep flashing all of them, like on off on off on off. Yeah, I think I just keep flashing them on and off. It's a little better than having a static light flashing common retention, right? Yes. So I have a odd number for the counter, so I can't use the odd number 1, 2, 3, because then it's gonna be on, off, on, and then it will be on again and off, on. Like one will be off for less time than on. If I just want a blinking, do I use the counter? No, let's not use the counter. And if it's too fast, then I use the counter. So what I need to do is just load a batch name, light counter, load batch name into R0 from light hash, and light counter on. I check the on, and then I just invert it. Save equals to 0 R0 R0. That's it. And then I just saving out 3 lights. Eight, 5, yep. So I think that's all I need. Pretty small code, pretty simple. Nothing really complicated. At most they're gonna have more lights here, but that's it. So the beacon, yeah, the beacon. Then what do I do with the beacon? Right, so the beacon I want to turn on from time to time. I guess I can turn it on at the very first. Yeah, gonna turn it on the very first thing here. So the end here, I'm gonna save equals to one is already here, right? So I can just save here. Save to beacon on R0. So in the warning, I guess I can just blink faster. Yes. And during the storm, it will be always on. Also, I forgot that this should be always on. Yep, that should be it, I guess. So let's go outside. Let's go with the furnace. Also, let me show what I fix. One error I fixed, the other one I need to fix. And then continue with the furnace. Yeah, now it's working. So those 3 batteries here are always full, and that one there was losing power. And then I realized there was a cut in the cable here that I never put back. It's weird that this one was losing power, right? That's what drew attention, because this one is the last on the how you call it, the transformer chain, right? So this one is the one that receives most power. Like this one receive a little less, this one less, this one less. So that doesn't make sense for that one to draw power. I know the game randomly choose a battery to take power off, but still that one has the highest income. So now it's better. This one is only income from these 3. Anyways, so I add this guy here, the power transmitter pointing there, which my tower. You can see the LED there, right there. The long wide light is a little better to see, but still visible. Especially if the sun right there, that's terrible. I also think I have something wrong with my Amy code, because it's keep finding her out of power in a place that doesn't seem to be reasonable for it to be stuck. Oh yeah, for my jetpack, I'm just filling with random atmospheric gases. I'm not really doing any specific filling with any specific gas. So that's the little tower, so that's the beacon, right? That's the lights there. Can test it. Oh, I need to name them. Crap. What name did I give it then again? So the ship's this one here. Gonna flash an error, that's fine. Light 2, and then 5, and then 8, okay. So if I want this direction, that will be 2, 5, and 8. So that will be 2. Oh, can I reach this one there? It's annoying to use the jetpack outside because it's way too high, and then you keep pushing down. So this one is light 2, which means this one here will be 5. Yeah, see how fast I go down. And this will be 8. Whoops. Nail the holder. Wait. Yeah, this one is 2. Yes. So 2, 2, and 2. Now this one will be 5. 5 and 5, and this will be 8. Come on, let me see it. Now for the pins here. Uh, beacon is beacon, and then the storm receiver is the light. No, it's not the light. Why is it not showing? Because it doesn't show when it's off. It should be showing. Transmitter. Yeah, I didn't name this properly. So storm receiver. Beacon storm receiver. Perfect. Thing should be working now. If it's visible enough, I don't know. Doing this jump here during the night is quite a jump. Okay, not terrible. There's like an extra delay on the very end there. Oh yeah, because of the extra yield when it's hits tree. Yeah, I could get rid of this extra yield, but for now that's good enough. Yeah, then at the night it will be nice. And now we need a storm to see if it's getting how the storm light shows up. For now it's good. Okay. Step 2. Yeah, the next arrow. You see here there's a arrow and then there is the pipe. The back pressure here, like there's an arrow and then there's the thing. This one show a thing and then the arrow, because this is not the back pressure, this is actually a pressure regulator. And I made the same error in all the others. So that's annoying because I already got the idea of all these devices. Now I gotta have to get it again. That's good that I saw this. Back pressure. Back pressure. And back pressure. Perfect. Now on the aim code, can I figure out why? So she's coming back home with almost no power, so maybe I'm pushing her back too late. And as she go further, it's not really worth it. Yeah, maybe I need to, as I go further, I need to push it closer, not closer, like the battery level should go up as she go forward, something like that, yeah. So give me an import here. For now, just gonna raise this to 50. So the power check's here, right? So goes to 50%. Just gonna do the reset code, which is fine. Let me swap you. So now for the fun part of getting all the pressure regulators. So I did a small change here. So because every time I add something to the stack, it pushes the codes down. I want the stack to be my last thing, right? So before the nothing. So I can see if I'm reaching the end of the lines here. So instead of having it here where it was before, I just have this jump here. So I do all the pushes, and then the pushes are always on the middle, on the end. So we're gonna have to. So the first back pressure regulator is correct, but all the others are wrong. So pressure regulator 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I just put a bunch of 9 manually on the devices before I few other numbers. Pressure regulator, pressure regulator. You can see those are still 9 because those are the one that I was going to do camera. So now first, second. So the second one I need to get my pressure regulator. And I was using the GPS here just to set up the power stuff. Can I? Thank you. So first, second. So pressure regulator is this guy here. Back pressure regulator. So 36 DC1. So second, 36 DC1. Now to the third. It's a little boring of a job. It's third, 36 D9C. Third 69C. Now on the fourth, 36 D70. 60, 70, and the 50 was not set yet. Okay, so that's where I need to finish. Uh, 36 D38. So 36 D38. Now I just need the input dials, the lever, and the heating valve. So input, output, lever, and heat. So the input 30 CDF. CDF. Output 30 CE2. Come on. 30 CE2 and the lever. CB0. CB0, and then the heating valve. So I closed out the others, left only this one open because it was the only one left. 30B48. B48. So this should be all I need to have all of them getting started. Although I don't have the heating control yet, so I need to do the change I did on, I tested on the active vent to make sure there is already gas on the tank. Let me review because I forget how I did that. Yeah, this is great, right? Because now she's gonna run out of power right outside of the base, and then she should never get stuck here because she can go up here and here. That's annoying. It's really annoying. I need that stuck warning. It's there, but it's too many false positives. Oh, never mind. I saw the yellow. Can I change the light of the beacon itself? Paint it like white. Color, there is color here, so I could put another light color there because white, that yellow, it's annoyingly confusing. Yeah, I wish I could paint the bigger lights. It's so much better. You can paint with the spray, but then you can't spray with gold. So for the beacon, I need to do an import. So for the beacon, I'm just gonna do at the beginning here. Maybe I reset. Save to beacon, color dot white. Yep, thank you. And I do this jump here at night. It's quite nice.
Waste tank caution.
The view here. Check here. I was doing a lot of welding, yes. I need to install a fountain. So there is a trick I didn't know you can do, but seems like it's very helpful for drinking, especially if you like me and don't like how slow it is. So 9, so I need one more. And what the heck do I do with you if I can't put you in the oven? I think I'm just gonna clear all this. So the same way you can harvest with clicking like this, alt click.
Hunger critical.
Seems like you can drink from the fountain instantly with the same idea. Which I need really to try to see if it actually works. Because I think it's way too slow how you drink, especially if you're low on the water, the hydration. It's like, for me at least, too slow. What was I going to do? So I was fixing the heating valve. And I came in, I guess just because of the warnings, yes. So in that case I can just go back. Oh, the vent, yeah. So I need to check how I... Just pressure internal, yes. When I'm pushing gas inside the thing, the pressure internal needs to be at some level. So on the control here, now this is only the vacuum. This is fine. Oh, it's also annoying every time you leave the game or change something in the cable network. This target reset. This is so annoying, right? Why they don't keep track of this of the ID of the device, right? So the ID of the device is X. Select the X here. There's no need to reset this. You can make a mess if you don't realize those targets change. I think I already said that. Anyway. So over here, I need, so here's my select, right? So pressure internal is R3, which is either very high or 100. Perfect. Now the heating. This code here does not consider heating, right? It assumes the heating will come from the sun. It only consider, but I do have all the temperatures, right? So I have the tank pressure, the tank temperature, the room pressure, and the room temperature. So I should be able to just turn on and off the valve with the same range I had with this. So somewhere I add temperature, and then another place I subtract the temperature. Didn't I? Add temp, add a small offset of 10 above the target temperature. Yes, exactly. How many lines do I have? Not much. But then I just need to control the on and off. Yeah, I can spare some more code here. So I use all those memory until 4. This is only reading. Just preparing the variables. So I do put the average temperature. Oh, the average is here. Okay. So I don't need to worry about if I lost it. I can just redo the whatever math I had. Set filtration, set active vent. I would need a set heating valve, which will be 9, because it's the 10th device. I start with 0. And that would be the logic, and then save device ID on R0. Now I need the logic. So set heating valve 9, right? So it is 9, this and this. So we still have some lines, not much. So what I need to do, I need to check if my temperature is below the maximum, not the maximum. So I'm checking below, so I offset it downwards. Yes, okay, so load, I already have the average. So save, no, sub into R0 from average temp 10, so offset by 10 downwards, right? Because I'm checking the bottom. And then save is greater than R0, my target temp, whatever temperature is defined in the memory. And then save these on the heating valve. That should be all I need, really. Now for the moment of truth. What are the chances of this actually working?
Waste tank caution.
So I need to make sure I can close all this. So I need to have my I didn't name those, right? Yeah, I know this input is output because I did all in sequence. Since I'm here, let's do that. So this is input. And this is output. And this is the open. It's called open, right? Yeah, it's called open. Open mode. Yeah, open. Okay. Materials, yes. So you need what? Steel sheet. I should have more steel sheet, yes. And then the glass. And then the reinforced case. I don't remember. Reinforced walls. Let's get everything. I need the chutes. Crap. I don't have the chutes. It is... I did get count this, but I now... So it's 2, because this use 2 and 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 5. So it's 10 per each, right? So 10, 20, 30, 40. 40 chutes. You can't really have 40 chutes because the stacks go to 10. How is the storm? So now I can look at that thing. So there is no storm. I'm just gonna leave you guys here. Because I'm gonna need space for 40 chutes. Okay. You have... Yeah, 39% better. Yeah, I think it was running out of power because it was going too far. And that's where the wireless battery is going to start to be a problem. Yeah, I really need a nuclear battery there. So, 40 chutes.
Waste tank critical.
I should have a bunch of iron. Yes, I do, but that's not enough for 40 chutes. Oh yeah, this guy here, I need to sell him the ores. Potato, watermelon. Let me wait out this shoots to get printed, and then I should be back. Okay, so I should be able to, now that I think about it, so 10, 10, 10 and 9, because I have one extra in the locker. I should be able to get the nuclear, right? Oh, it's 10 astroloy. I have 11. Yeah, I can always do more later. The problem with the nuclear is that she's gonna run out of power. And that's it, right? So you need to go there manually and change. Would be really nice if the Harvey could do something. But for me, we still should have the big wireless, like wireless large, right? Wireless battery. This one. That's for now is only in creative. Should have the small, the large, and the nuclear. Just like we have our 3 batteries. I don't know why the heck they didn't do that. Yeah, okay, so that's gonna take a while to print. Just leave it print. Let's go. So I should be able to turn everything on and conclude this one within 1 hour. Unless stuff goes horribly wrong with the furnace. Yeah, so she starts going back right now when it's going to be below 30. Wrong place. So shoots. I didn't got a shoot on the on the locker there. What the heck? Oh, crafted nuclear battery. Yeah, I forgot that I was printing that. Let me go grab this. Thank you. So straight, corner, straight, corner, straight, corner, and now that should be the outputs and inputs. Inlet. So inlet, and then outlets. That should be all. So I'm not gonna close it yet, I'm just gonna make sure I have the stuff to close it. Which is plastic sheets. I do. I was going to say I don't have enough plastic, but I do. And then is the Inconel thing, right? This is the light, yes. So it uses... that's not finished. Dango. Okay, so it uses 1. Let me close it. Why not? I don't remember if you use 1 or 2. Nope. This is closed, this is closed. Okay, so that should be all here. So this had some leftovers. I'm gonna need the steel down there. So I close this guy here. I'm debating. I think I'm gonna do this just to see if the valves are actually turning on. This is already working, right? So this is closed, right? Yeah, so this won't leak inside. So moment of truth. Stack. Export. main, export, control, export, and then a quick save. Everything blows up. Yep, all of them are flashing error. Okay, since for the first one. Great. So this one should only flash error if I mess up the logic. Over here, right? So 10 devices. Yeah, that's 10 devices. Right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I clear the DP, the settings go to 0, I do all the pushes, then I subtract 1 from the stack pointer because I have this extra one. Then I get the mod, which should be fine, right? 50 should be 5, should be 0. Then go to complete. Oh, I'm pushing to the stack again. Oh, that's dumb, right? Yeah, because below this there was just nothing. Yeah, so I need to jump to nothing. I don't think that's the issue really, but
Waste time caution.
okay, that fixed the first. What the heck is the second failing on line 53? Line 53 is the furnace, so I mess up the furnace in somewhere. Now how the heck am I gonna know which block am I in? I won't. Gonna have to look one by one now. Come on, that will be a hell. I guess I leave this thing open. Don't drop it. So this I know is working, so I need to check. Yeah, that would be the pulling from the, because it's pushing to a vacuum. Don't break my suit. Let's take this out. Okay. This one, 30C4A. Come on, load. C4A. That's correct. So 30C3F. Oh, that's a nightmare. 30C3F. That's correct. 30C37.
Waste time critical. Temperature high.
Ah, leave me to work. 30C37. Yes. And then 30C31. C3. Yeah, that's correct. Why the heck is this not working? So you were flashing light at 53. Oh, I know what I'm missing. Yeah, that's exactly why I did with device IDs. I missed the cable. That is precisely why I did with device ID, because I knew I would mess something somewhere. Is this one not working? would this one not be working? Everyone else is working, so this one has more problems. Okay, so export to the stack, export to the main, and export to the control. Let's try again. Okay, now it's flashing 53 again, 106. Why would it be flashing on the 53? Load the pressure. What the hell? Why am I load the pressure from the furnace? That's wrong. I want to get the memory, set the filtration to 1, read the pressure and the temperature from the output pipe, which is the tank, gas sensor, which is the room, and then on the furnace I'm reading the pressure and temperature. No, I copy and paste and I forget to change it. On the furnace, what I want to do is set both dials to 0. Save device into the furnace. Oh, what the heck was this working before? No, yeah, I was reading the. Yeah. That's perfect. Fine. I'm not using it, but that's perfect. Fine code. 53, right? So yeah, that's perfect. Fine code. Cancel. Import. So it's failing is because one of them is not connected to the furnace or the furnace is not. So how do I know which stack, which room is not working? How do I know which room is not working? I'm gonna have to add this information somewhere. So this current array is the thing that I want, right? So how many lines do I have? I have 3 lines. I can totally have a debug memory to show me like where I am in terms of execution. Yes, so let's do that. Nothing should blow up, I hope. This one is done doing the work. Yeah, it's pushing gas, but it's not going to feel too much because the back pressure is on. This one somehow is empty. It doesn't. Okay, I was looking at the furnace.
Waste tank caution.
And this one is not on. For whatever reason, this one is not turning on. Yeah, the mode on this one is wrong. Well, because it's okay. That's helped me. So it's failing on this one. Yes. Why would it be failing on this one? Maybe I lost connection on the cable down the row. That's the furnace. That's the furnace. Then stop. Be pushing. Come on, that's annoying. So you go. I need to print the glass thing. Stack. Main. Control.
Hunger caution.
Yeah. So this one fail first. Line 106. 106. What am I working on the line 106? Setting, yeah, that the furnace. So that's definitely something wrong with furnace. I have a memory here. I have a switch and a sensor. I need a memory.
Waste tank critical. Temperature high.
Oh, storm. Yeah, that's nice. I need to see how this looks like on the day. Less than a minute. I guess I'm gonna wait for the. I wanna see the red. Yeah, it's not blinking fast enough because of the extra yield when I reach 4 on the counter. I need to fix that. I don't like this break. Should be blinking faster. So when the count here reaches to 10, right? So with 50, 4, 3, 2. So just wait this to get to 10. And then we should see that turning to red. I forgot what I did with the red. I think I just blink instead of a solid line, right? Yes. So let me be right here. It's not blinking, so that's the door closing there. And let me go inside. So it's not blinking. Should be blinking.
Waste tank critical. Waste tank critical.
Why is it not blinking? Just read and invert the on state. That's as easy as it can get. So I need a memory. Memory. I think I have a memory. No. Okay. I'm gonna make 2 memory. 2 or just 1?
Hunger caution.
Just 1. So the memory here is to help me know which part of the loop I'm stuck. And I think I'm gonna wait for the storm to pass. Because the sound of the storm during debugging the code will be extremely annoying. Yeah. So let me wait for the storm to pass and then I continue fine. So I want to fix this before closing. So it will be a little extra. So see you in a bit. Okay. Storm is gone. I have too much trash with me. So let's fix the blinking first. Should be the easiest. I was going to do something here besides fixing the blinking. Doesn't matter. Oh yeah, I'm gonna fuel the jetpack. It's almost empty. It's emptying out way too fast because of different in temperature, right? So it starts with pure nitrogen at low temperature, so you have a lot. Now I put a lot of random gas at high temperature, so it actually is less gas there. Anyway. So I'm gonna get you here. Import. So the problem is this extra reset here, right? So I just go back here, right? So I reset. Could just go back or continue here. Yeah, that would be the easiest solution. That would probably be a better solution than this, but yeah, so just go back here. Wait, what would this? No. This go to reset, right? The reset set the dB to 0 and then goes to the continue, which is 0, which skips the yield, which then loads 0, add 1, and yeah, that's it. That's the blinking fixed. Now the red lights, yeah, now it's better. Now why the red lights are not blinking? Load batch name into a 0 from the lights to on. Oh, because of the sum. Just load the max. Because all of them should be on and off, on and off, on. Yeah, load the maximum. Oh, but then I'm... Oh. Yeah, I hard-coded one here. I'm done. Yeah, now I remember. It was R0, then I changed everything to 1. Okay, gonna have to wait for the next storm to test this. Yeah, with the sun there, you can't see a crap.
Jetpack critical.
Can't see anything here because of the position. The sun is terrible. So this is what I'm doing. And that's why it's emptying so fast. What's the setting here is 0. So it's definitely, yeah, it reached all the way here, then it broke and couldn't reach this. But why the heck is it not finding the furnace? So I can add a memory here. It's annoying that you can't do this. It should allow you to, but it doesn't, just because this will connect to this. Okay, so I'll just leave you here then. Or here. Still stack, this is still main, this is your control. Guess I just call this one debug memory. And then on this guy here, current array. So I start at 0, so this goes to 1. Right? Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, perfect. So it's right here. Save batch name into memory hash to the hash of this guy. Current array. Now the memory hash. Now the kit. Hash generator, what the heck is this? This is new, no? I don't remember that one. Okay, so main, stack, main, control. This failing right away on line 33, which I bet is the line that I just add. Yeah. Why? Save batch name, device hash. Oh, setting. Yeah, the save batch name is not showing the full like save batch name, right? It should show all the options, but then when you had something, it doesn't show that you are missing. Did I lost any code by pressing enter? No, okay. $54 on 5. $54, it's a different number. Yeah, still the same because I had more stuff on the top. So on 5. Yeah, that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Or is this guy or this furnace? $30C4A. 30C4A. $30C4A. $30C4A. Oh, A4 or A. It's doing what it's supposed to do, right? So I wanted to break if something was not connected. That's why I didn't use batch names and batch precisely because of this. Oh, it's working. One, three, five. 1, 3, 5. Really? 1, 3, 5. I don't know about that one. Oh yeah, yeah, because I don't have a delay. Or do I? This is on. This is on. They're all on. They're trying to reach vacuum, which will never reach. This one is already working. Yeah, it's never gonna heat up because there's nothing on the heating. So the glass. Please don't tell me I left the glass there. I left the glass there. Of course I left the glass there. Why would I not left the glass there? Yeah, that's better. %. Yeah, definitely. I think the problem was how far it was going, and then we're running out of power before getting back. Um, yeah, so C1 is a state 1 and all the others are on state 0. Because that one is the first, which is already vacuum. Now the others should go to vacuum and then everything should go to state 1. Now regardless of that, I should be able to control all the furnace. That's a problem. Oh, I know why it's a problem. Because it's... Yeah, because it's on the... It's conflicting with this one. This one is always writing. This one is pushing to the vacuum, which is setting everything to 0. And that one is changing. No, this one is pushing everything open. Yes. So this needs to ignore when the furnace is off. Do I have space? I do have space. So this is where I'm setting it. So before doing this, I would then do a load from device. Device will be the R3. No, load into what? R4. From R3. R4 is being used. It is as the current array. But then I'm the very end. Loop dials. No, I can't. R0, R1. Oh crap. That's painful.
waste tank caution.
Set dials and room controls. So set dials. Oh yeah, set dial doesn't use the memories, right? Yeah, so I can use anything. I can use R15. So load device into R15 from R3, which is already the furthest, right? On. And then just branch. Do a jump, right? So just do a branch equals to 0 from R15 into there. So it doesn't conflict with the resetting phase. Although I think they all finished resetting already. Oh, this is off, this is off, this is off, this is off, which means none of them is actually... Now it should not work, yes. Oh, I need to... Oh, I forgot about this. I knew I would forget about something. I need to set the minimum and the maximum. Like this, from 0 to 10. Oh, that's a nightmare. I hate this. I was trying to remember every single time that I do not forget to set this, because I need to remove the entire thing. Let me... Oh, that's so annoying. Don't break the suit. So this needs to be 10. Oh, that will be a hell. Thank you. I did forget this on the first, and I said, okay, I can't forget this on anything else, and of course I forgot. This fold. Sometimes it's pushing, sometimes it's not pushing. Okay, so this should bring them to the vacuum. And then the back pressure regulator would finish the tank, and then they all should turn on. Push a little bit of gas, and then get stuck. Because like this one, right? So it's waiting for heating. Which will never happen. Oh, it's not on. I mean, all the others are off, which they should be. Okay, so the code is running. Why the heck you... Oh, yeah, never mind, I'm looking at the... No, that's the correct one. So why the heck is you not being on? Because it should be in the state where it's waiting for heating, which will never happen. But for it to heat, this one should be on, which means the code's not actually working. Come on. You are being turned off. So something is actually working. It's just not working as it should. So the control is here. Set heating valve 9. Perfect. So subtract from the... Oh, yeah. No. Subtract from the average temperature 10. Save if it's greater than... No, I mess up here. Yeah, it's not greater than, it's less than. I'm done. Yeah. Gonna hit if you're not already. Hit. Thank you. And now you're gonna get stuck because this line is off, like there's nothing there. Which bring me to my final step, which I'm gonna do in the next episode. Or should I do it on this one? I need to add a control here to turn these guys on and off.
Hunger caution.
But for that I also need to read the power, which I don't have. Yeah, so let's do it in the next one. So the main thing is working. So those pumps should be turning on as the room go to a vacuum. The initialization phase. Right, so if I look here, pipe network, yes, pressure is going down. Pressure is going down, and they should be more or less at the same level. Why can't I see this one and I could see the others? Yes. So it's going to reach 0 and then gonna switch to the other mode. And then I can close out this. Those are fully sealed. Now I need to work with the actual heating. So they are gonna get stuck waiting for heating. So the plan is pretty simple. We're gonna shove some ice here and combust into the furnace to get the heat going. And the cold should turn this thing on when the heat starts to cool down, right? So I just avoiding the initial pressurization of those tanks with atmospheric gas because it's too damn cold. And it's going to be using an insane amount of power to keep this, to heat this up to the temperature. So shove a bunch of gas, it will heat up quite fast, and then just keep it heated. That's the goal. But I'm not gonna run out of power trying to keep that thing hot. So that's why I need to monitor the power. So I need the power first. If I'm below, I don't know, 30% of my total power, then I stop heating. Something along those lines.
Waste tank caution. Waste tank caution.
So watermelon seeds. Okay, now I have 10 watermelon seeds, which means I can throw you guys all through the window. Soybeans. quick farming before closing the episode. So the tomatoes here are also going to send you guys to the oblivion. And then the potatoes, not the tomatoes. That's not what I want to plant in. I want to plant in here. Well, whatever. So 10, 10, 3. Okay, switchgrass. Cocoa, I need a specific temperature range. So pumpkin and strawberry and corn. So pumpkin, 20 to 30, perfect. And corn, really? $20 to $30, perfect. Just one, yeah. Don't be greedy. I could put them here. Yeah, those are the two that I'm growing right now. Alright, so next one I will do the finding heating part of the furnace there, and then start working on the greenhouse, since I'm gonna have to wait for that pressure to build up. So that should be it. Thanks for watching and see you in the next one. Bye bye.